From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Wednesday morning. We'll have some small rain chances for tonight into tomorrow. Small rain chances once again going to come back for Sunday and Monday. And models have trended lighter with the snowfall we could see for mountain passes, but still maybe a couple inches from Sunday afternoon through early on Tuesday. But that is still 4 to 5 days out, so it's subject to change. Right now, you're taking a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. All the city lights down below. And the fog so far has not developed in bulk, but we are seeing a few patchy areas of it. So we'll see how this develops over the next couple hours. Okay, on to temperatures now as it is brisk out there. We're seeing temperatures down into the 20s and 30s, 29 in the Tri-Cities, 31 for Yakima, and for Ellensburg, 34 in Walla Walla. So all of us need a heavy jacket as you're headed out the front door. Here's your day planner for this Wednesday. One of the most beautiful days we've had in a minute, as we'll have a lot of sunshine, but it will be crisp out there. We could trend even cooler as we head into next week. I'll tell you just how cold coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a tragic discovery in Benton County. 2 people dead, a child in the car during a crash. Investigators now calling this a murder-suicide. Coming up, what investigators say happened and led up to this, and what comes next in this shocking case.
And a major crash in Kennewick shuts down part of 10th Avenue and leaves 1 person seriously hurt. What authorities are still trying to figure out this morning.
And could Pasco drivers be paying more soon? City leaders move forward with the transportation district, and the decision could land in voters' hands. We have the latest on these stories and more coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It's Wednesday, November 19th, and the clock just keeps ticking down.
I feel like it was just Wednesday, and now it's another
now
Wednesday.
It's another Wednesday.
Here we go. It's just flying by. Soon it'll be New Year's.
I know, isn't that the truth? I know. It's busy, busy. We'll, of course, get to weather coming up. We see some changes in the forecast, but a lot of news to get to as well.
And we do want to start with new information. This on a death investigation in Prosser.
Yeah, this all happened over the weekend. It's deeply impacting the community, leaving a lot, including family, seeking understanding for what happened.
Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia was at the Benton County Sheriff's Office's press conference and is bringing us the latest details.
The Benton County Sheriff's Office Major Crimes Unit is leading an active investigation into the deaths of 40-year-old Jose Luis Barrera Carrasco and 39-year-old Annie Rubalcaba Barrera. Interim Sheriff Mike Clark confirmed that the two were in a domestic relationship. The event took place on Saturday, November 15th at 5:30 p.m. near the intersection of Rothrock and Evans Road.
Our investigation indicates that both individuals were operating their own respective vehicles when the collision occurred at the previously mentioned location. After the collision occurred, Miss Rubalcaba Barrera sustained injuries consistent with a shooting. Tragically, as a result of this incident, we are currently classifying this case as a homicide with a subsequent suicide.
Investigators say the husband appears to have died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. There was no protection order in place, and their young daughter witnessed their deaths.
We can confirm that a 6-year-old child was present in Miss Rubalcaba Barrera's vehicle at the time of the collision. We're also able to report that the child was not physically harmed during this incident.
With the suspect dead, there will be no court trial to bring traditional justice. Sheriff Clark says the focus is now on uncovering what led to this outcome to provide some measure of closure for the grieving family.
Our job here is to investigate what occurred and make sure that what we believe happened is what happened. They're able to gather, like I said, some of the whys as to what occurred, what happened, maybe what led up to it, that may help provide a little bit of closure or at least a little bit of insight to the family members.
Benton County Prosecuting Attorney Eric Geisinger says domestic violence cases are complex.
If you think you might be in a domestic violence relationship, please talk with someone. Get some input from someone, because it's very difficult to understand how your own situation, your own relationship may or may not be working appropriately. So get some help, reach out and start talking to people.
Sheriff Clark says many interviews and forensic analysis still to be continued in the weeks ahead. Reporting from Benton County, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
And Sheriff Clark says out of respect for the family, many details about the why behind this incident will not be shared publicly as the investigation continues.
5:05 now, turning our attention to Kennewick, where one person was seriously hurt after a crash that happened between a car and a motorcycle. Happened around noon yesterday. Take a look, video from the scene. This is at the intersection of 10th Avenue and Johnson Street. Left parts of both of those vehicles smashed, debris scattered across the roadway, as you see there. Kennewick police say they had to shut down part of the westbound side of 10th Avenue for about an hour. Authorities still looking into exactly what caused the crash.
The motorcyclist in this collision was transported to local hospital with serious injuries, and he's still being treated there. At this point, that's the only information we have right now.
Now, police tell us that they are continuing to investigate to figure out exactly what happened.
Looking to Pasco now, and more taxes. City leaders are weighing in on how to pay for future transportation projects, and they may let voters make the final call. So last night, the City Council created a transportation benefit district, which could be funded by either a $20 car tab fee or a 0.1% sales tax. More than 120 cities in Washington have already adopted one. Most council members say they prefer a sales tax over the car tab fee, but they want voters to choose next year as the city faces a budget shortfall.
I would be a hard no for the car tab fee. I think the residents and citizens of Washington State have said that clearly. We don't want to see our car tabs go up anymore. I'm in the same mindset of my fellow council members about cutting things, streamlining items within the city, but we need to maintain our roads.
The council is expected to revisit the issue in the coming weeks as Pasco continues its 2026 budget discussions.
Also in Pasco, the City Council ended a months-long debate after more than 25 years of fluoridating city water. The council voted 4-2 on Monday night to stop adding fluoride to the water. The decision comes after public comment and a city survey showing the community was divided, about half in favor of keeping it. Supporters say fluoride helps protect kids' teeth, while opponents want the options to choose what's in their water. Fluoride removal is expected to begin in the coming months.
And looking ahead today, a search warrant far from normal in relation to the Sarah Clayson investigation.
Clayson, as you remember, is the off-duty trooper accused in a possible DUI crash that killed a young man in Richland back in March. Wendy Redmond joining us with the very latest.
We got our hands on this search warrant video of Moon Palace, the bar Richland police say Clayson was at for about 4 hours right before the crash. Police were looking for Clayson's bar tab, but came out with no receipts from that day.
He's destroyed evidence. He knows who they are. But not only that, but he has destroyed evidence.
The video raises a lot of questions, but that's not all. For the first time, hear from the worker who says she served Clayson drinks that night, and one of the people Clayson was apparently drinking with. I'm Wendy Redmond. Don't miss my special report as Apple Valley News Now investigates to protect and serve tonight at 6.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we're hearing from Miss Tri-Cities on her upcoming pop-up event for her nonprofit she just recently opened.
And giving you a live look outside this morning from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. It is 8 minutes after 5. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth will have your first alert forecast as we make our way through the week.
Engines roar, tires gripping.
All terrain helps with slipping.
From mountains to snow to...
Where else can we go? Driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again, Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a rugged new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Toyotathon is on. Discover holiday magic with a new Toyota. Take a 4Runner skiing.
Wow.
Sick. Pick out the perfect tree with the Tacoma.
Bingo.
Or find the best sledding spot with a Grand Highlander.
Whoa.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon. Oh, Santa got my letter.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Toyotathon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
Oh, a gift list. Gift guide. Who's on it?
My sister, dog walker, my best friend, my college roommate, pretty much everyone.
Well, we don't have something for everyone, but we do have something for all your someones. Like someone who thinks the best coffee shop could be their kitchen. Ooh. Or someone who deserves cashmere that's as warm as they are.
Those colors.
No. And someone who makes time for you.
I think you're onto something.
Oh, it's nothing.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, we want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all of our patients. It's been a pleasure to serve you and to improve your smiles. So, from all of us to you and yours, happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas.
It's country music's biggest night.
The CMA Awards live with the hottest performances to hit the stage and one-of-a-kind collabs. The CMA Awards live tonight on ABC.
New body cam footage as Apple Valley News Now investigates the Trooper Clayson case tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yeah, it is a chilly start out there as we have 20s and 30s across the map. So with that being said, here's your coat cast for this Wednesday for the Tri-Cities. Going with heavy jacket weather up until, I'd say, about 1 o'clock. Maybe it could be light jacket weather for, like a 2 to 4 hour window as we head into the afternoon. But into the evening, it's going to be heavy jacket weather once again. So just one of those days. But if you look past the crispness of today, it is going to be a beautiful day. We'll have mostly sunny skies out there, but yeah, those high temperatures are going to struggle to make it out of the 40s. And over the next 7 days, our highs are going to stay in the 40s and in the 50s, and those overnight lows going to get much colder by Monday and Tuesday nights, and beyond that, dropping down into the mid-20s. So let's show you how it all plays out. First, for today, we'll have 40s for lower elevations. We're going to be in the 30s and 40s up in the mountains. And then for tonight, another pretty chilly one out there, maybe just a smidge warmer in comparison to this morning, but 32 for the Tri-Cities, 29 for Ellensburg, 31 for Yakima, 35 in Walla Walla. For the next 7 days, high temperatures are going to stay mostly right around average. I think by Sunday to Monday, we could be about 5-ish degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. And those overnight lows in the Tri-Cities in the 30s up until Tuesday night of next week. That's when we could see some mid-20s. And if that trend continues, then we could be in for quite cold Thanksgiving, especially during the morning. But tracking some more active weather as we head into this week, and I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Making a difference this morning, I'm joined by Miss Tri-Cities, Julia Henry. She's here to talk about her upcoming event for her nonprofit, which is called Our Closet. So good morning, Julia.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Can you start by telling us about this nonprofit? What made you want to start something like this?
I've always loved clothes. I've always loved shopping and self-presentation. I think it's really important because whenever I feel put together and feel beautiful, I feel like I'm able to show up better in my school, in my work, in my relationships. And I also have had the opportunity to volunteer a lot at my friend's place, which is a local teen shelter that houses homeless teens in the community. And through volunteering there, I have come to realize that there are a lot of teens in the community who do not have access to clothing, new clothing, or the opportunity to feel confident through their presentation. And so I started the nonprofit Our Closet, which basically we collect new and gently used clothing for teens in the community. And so the first pop-up is happening on the 29th here in Tri-Cities, and I'm really excited.
So tell us more about that pop-up event that's happening soon. Are these people are just donating clothes to you, or how can they do that?
So there's 2 public donation drop-off places here in the Tri-Cities so that people can drop off like bags of clothes. So there's one located close to the mall at Davenport Dental, and then the other one is at Reinig, Barber, and Henry Law Firm in Kennewick. So a lot of people have been dropping off bags of clothes, and then I'm literally storing them in a room at my house, and it's overflowing right now with people's donations, which is so amazing. And then also a lot of local businesses have donated money and have been super generous. And then with their money donations, I've actually had the opportunity to go around and shop for clothes for these teens individually as well. So yeah.
That is so amazing. And so is it just clothes, or can people donate like shoes or accessories, anything like that?
Yeah, they can donate anything. We're taking literally everything. There was a sweet girl who just dropped off like 100 water bottles. So like hydro jugs, Stanleys, Yetis. So we have received a ton of donations. And honestly, throughout this, I've just realized how supportive people in the community are, which is amazing.
And every time I want to donate clothes, I just drive around with it in my trunk for months. Yeah. So I'm going to actually give you a couple things too, or I'll drop it off at one of those locations. Yay. But when and where is this?
So the event is happening on Saturday, November 29th. So it's the Saturday right after Thanksgiving. And it's happening at a local event center in Kennewick called Venue. Ven, Y-O-U is the name of the event center. Yeah, so the address is on the flyer that I think you guys have, so that you can share it with people. So it'll have the address there for you.
Okay, perfect. And so what time is it from?
It's from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we've had, there's a lot of, actually the first 50 people who show up will have the opportunity to receive a coupon for a free facial, haircut, manicure and pedicure, which was donated from Paul Mitchell, which is so nice.
That is so amazing.
And
I love this.
The opportunity to receive a few other free things. So
okay, cool. So it is the event to be at for sure. And it's a great way to give back after Thanksgiving.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Well, thank you, Julia, for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And again, this event is at the Venue Event Center in Kennewick, November 29th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you can find all of this up on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com. But keep it here because we've got more news and weather still ahead after the break.
Much to the delight of our customers, John Gray now brings you Gray's Pizza and Bar, your new favorite spot in Grandview for great foods and good times. Be sure to catch all the excitement on local high school game nights. We're open late for your after-game hangouts. And don't miss our Monday to Friday happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. And Sundays, bring the football vibe with our happy hour all day long. Gray's Pizza and Bar, great deals, great eats right here in Grandview. Come see us today.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
From our family at Scott Smith State Farm, serving the Tri-Cities for over 15 years with our 2 locations in Kennewick and 1 in Yakima. We wish you joy, peace, and prosperity this holiday season. Merry Christmas from all of us at Scott Smith State Farm.
We are primed for an SEC showdown.
The SEC on ABC, Saturdays.
Saturdays on Apple Valley News Now, sponsored locally by Prosser Orthopedic Center. This is how we care.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
Raising children is a wonderful adventure. Just when you think you have it all figured out, it all changes.
Time for school.
With Washington's Get Prepaid Tuition Plan, you can save for their next big step after high school, whatever that might be.
You ready? We're ready.
When you believe in your children's dreams, so do they. Start saving today at 529.wa.gov.
The CMA Awards. Live.
Tonight at 8 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. All right, our weather is going to be pretty nice for today, at least in terms of the sky coverage. A lot of sunshine because of this area of high pressure. That's going to make us dry, but then that's going to quickly move out of here in favor of a cold front that's going to pass the area tonight into tomorrow. Now, the boundary is going to fall apart as it crosses our area, but could provide some little rain chances to lower elevation, slightly better rain and snow chances to our mountains. Then into Thursday, not much doing, but for Friday and Saturday, you see rain chances starting to pick up once again, and this is because of a storm system that'll end up bringing quite a bit of rainfall to the Cascades, not much to the east of there. So let's break this down one point at a time. First of all, for tonight and tomorrow, small rain chances. We'll show you that with Futurecast radar. This is 4 p.m. this afternoon. Looking dry at this point, but 8 p.m. starting to maybe see a few showers for lower elevations, and then at midnight, rain and snow chances becoming a little bit better for the Cascades. 5 tomorrow morning. This is mostly in the foothills of the mountains, and then around lunchtime, it's looking pretty dry out there, maybe even seeing some more sunshine. You can see hour-by-hour precip chances for your neck of the woods by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, free in the App Store or on Google Play. We'll have more rain chances in a Sunday and Monday, but once again, these are looking like small rain chances. Here's what that's going to look like in the Yakima Valley. 10 to 20% chances Sunday and Monday, looking dry again by Tuesday. So the wettest stretch of this storm system is going to be from 4 p.m. on Friday to 4 in the morning on Tuesday. The Cascades going to pretty much see all the rainfall from this, around 1.5 inches. And to the east of there, even for the Blues, we're going to have a hard time cracking 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. Snow level is going to dip down by Sunday afternoon into early in the morning on Tuesday. Models have trended drier with this aspect of the forecast as well, maybe only a couple inches for mountain passes. So travel could be a little bit dicey, but I would not bank on pass closures or chain requirements. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small chance of rain tonight, tomorrow morning, and for Monday. In Yakima, maybe a light shower tonight, then the forecast stays dry up until Sunday and Monday. In Ellensburg, not much happening with the forecast through Friday, but then a run of 10 to 20% rain chances Saturday through Monday. In Hermiston, a low potential of light rainfall tonight into tomorrow morning. A little break for Friday and Saturday. The more showers possible Sunday and Monday. And finally, for Walla Walla, a somewhat decent chance of rain tonight into tomorrow. Then the action picks back up starting on Sunday.
More cold, more frost on the windshield.
I know.
Yay!
Yeah, especially by Tuesday night of next week. That's when maybe we could drop down into the mid-20s here in the Tri-Cities.
Fun.
Yeah.
Love that.
So we'll see if we trend even colder for Wednesday night.
Oh, yeah.
You won't be here next week.
Yep, I'll be in Texas, where it'll be warm. I think it's 70 right there.
Is it?
Yeah,
I was gonna ask
right
you.
now.
Yeah. Okay.
60s or 70s, maybe 50s.
It's going to be a shock to your system when you come
I know.
back.
I'm going to be sweating over there like, oh, I'm used to the cold
But,
now.
I mean, we're eking our way towards December, and so this is just par for the course.
Yes, and to your point about like going to Texas, shock to the system, it's like when you take a freshwater fish, you put it in salt water.
That's me.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to be like.
Okay, that's a visual I didn't have. Now I have it. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. You are a definite catch. A heartfelt goodbye inside the Dancing with the Stars ballroom, and a look ahead to the high-energy, surprise-filled finale. Why one celebrity says they already feel like a winner. That's coming up in your entertainment headlines.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Lung disease is very difficult to live with in many ways, and our goal here is to truly live the mission of Good Shepherd, which is patients first, always. Our pulmonology and sleep medicine team is here for you. We're here to provide you world-class care. Please contact us and come to see us. It will be our privilege to serve you.
Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
In a town by the lake on a crisp winter night, holiday lights sparkle, a beautiful sight. A cruise to the North Pole, cocoa in hand, a feeling of joy throughout the land. Fireworks bursting, the grand Christmas tree, rooms with treats for both you and me. One December, I just might proclaim, let's move Christmas to Coeur d'Alene.
The Kia Season of New Traditions sales event is going on now at Overturf Kia. Get an additional $750 rebate when you purchase any new 2025 Niro, Seltos, Sorento, Sportage, or select Tellurides in stock, including hybrid and PHEV models. Get a 2025 Telluride EX Line for just $46,867 and 0.9% APR financing. Overturf Kia, Highway I-182 and Road 100 exit on St. Thomas Drive, Pasco.
New body cam footage as Apple Valley News Now investigates the Trooper Clayson case tonight.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Taking a look at your entertainment news, Dancing with the Stars is down to one last week of competition for the season.
Yeah, during last night's semifinals, a high-scoring reality star was eliminated.
Here's ABC's George Pinocchio with the post-show report.
You know, I already feel like a winner. This show has meant the absolute world for me. It's changed my life.
Reality star Whitney Levitt from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and her partner Mark Ballas said goodbye to Dancing with the Stars 1 week before the big finale. They ranked first or tied for first with the judges' scores for 7 of their 10 weeks of competition.
It's obviously sad to leave because it almost feels like a bit of a breakup because you spend so much time with your dance partner, with people behind the scenes that you don't see.
Yes, it's sad to fall at the last hurdle, but we've been here before, George, you know, we've done this a million times. But when I look back on this journey, like, I've made a friend for life.
That means 5 couples remain to dance for the Mirrorball Trophy next week, and they are already planning to give audiences everything they've got.
You better watch out, it's gonna be epic. I'm so excited.
We got some surprises for you!
Each couple still in this stiff season of competition is grateful to make it to the finale, including this week's highest scoring couple, Robert Irwin and Whitney Carson.
Whatever happens, we'll have danced every dance we could have danced, and that is truly the fulfillment of the dream.
I was literally jumping for joy and just so excited that I get another chance to dance up here and to dance with Val.
I really wanted to be here every step of the way. I had so much to prove to myself, and then as we went along, I felt like I had so much to prove to Alan and to everyone else, so I've wanted this.
She always saw something in me when I didn't, so it feels good to be able to step up to the plate.
What did you see?
I saw talent right away. He did one move, I was like, I can work with that.
Protect Robert Irwin at all costs.
I love him so much. He's got the sweetest spirit.
I mean, you can't just, everybody loves him. Yeah.
I know.
Like,
we've been watching,
America's sweetheart.
We've been watching the episodes. It's been fun.
Ooh.
They did a Wicked Night, which
wait, I need to watch that
we
one.
have watched at our house on repeat, of course.
Sure.
But yeah, they've done a lot of really fun dances.
Okay, adding to my list.
Add it to your list. Yeah, binge watch. I know. All right, well, next week's Dancing with the Stars finale is 3 hours long, with the final 5 each dancing 3 times, including that all-important freestyle routine.
Sounds exciting.
I know.
I love it.
Who do you hope wins, Josh? Because I know you've been watching.
I'll go with Robert Irwin.
Yeah. Or Dylan Efron. One of those two.
Oh, yeah.
But
I love everyone who's come down to the very end here at the finale.
The final 5?
Mm-hmm. But
I got to catch up.
I think we could go Team Robert for sure. He's been an incredible dancer.
That's some justice for Andy Richter. Come on.
He was great. he was such a good sport, and you saw the growth that he had through the course of the season.
He
before
saw
he
it
was
because he
eliminated.
watches every week.
Right, naturally.
Like clockwork.
It's still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. More room, more kennels, and a whole new approach to animal care. Coming up, we're getting a first look inside Benton County's newly expanded canine shelter.
Plus, as the weather cools down, home fires are going up. The Red Cross has an urgent reminder about smoke alarms and is explaining how one simple device can save lives. Details are in your next half hour, but first, your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Google is rolling out a new AI model, touting it as the most intelligent yet. Google says the Gemini 3 series has improvements in coding and reasoning, and the company isn't making it available to all users on day one. Intuit is teaming up with OpenAI to integrate its tax and accounting products with ChatGPT. The company's financial apps will be directly accessible through the chatbot. That includes TurboTax, QuickBooks, and Credit Karma. It can be used for financial advice, research, and management. Finally, Waymo robo-taxis are spreading to 5 new cities in Texas and Florida. The driverless cabs will start learning the roads in Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Miami, and Orlando in the coming weeks. Passengers in those markets can start using Waymo to get around next year. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Sophie Flay. Have a great day.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if doing the Georgia bark at my boss would be appropriate. Go, dogs!
Yeah. So we need to...
And it's not. Checking Allstate first was smart. Barking at my boss, dumb. At least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Hey, Bark Boy.
These guys are crazy.
Dulcolax.
Good morning. Hey. Good morning.
New Dulcolax Liquid Gel with Liquid Core reactivates your natural gut rhythm overnight for relief that feels amazing. New Dulcolax Liquid Gel.
Every parent knows when it's time to go into protect mode. Adding Lysol disinfectant spray to your cleaning routine is 3 times more effective at stopping the spread of germs.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us on this Wednesday. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
It is International Men's Day.
Let's hear it for
Men's Day.
Wee. That's for you.
Thanks. Well, I'm going to toss it back. It's actually my grandma's birthday, Beverly Colbert. So
International Josh's Grandma Day.
Happy birthday to my Amma. That's what we call it.
Happy birthday, Emma.
That's a cute name.
Yeah.
We love her.
That.
Yeah, thank you.
So cute. Love it. All right. Are we going to love the weather, though? I have a feeling not as much as Emma.
Well, it's actually going to be a pleasant day for today, but small rain chances for tonight into tomorrow morning, and then maybe some more small rain chances as we head into the weekend. So let's take a look at those big weather stories. In addition to that, snow level is going to drop down for Sunday afternoon through Tuesday morning. So we could see some very modest, at least as things stand for right now, very modest snowfall totals for our mountain passes. But of course, we'll keep a very close eye on that. Right now, you're taking a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. You see all the beautiful lights down below in the valley. Fog has developed a little bit this morning. We're seeing a few patches of it, nothing widespread. We knew it was going to be a tricky forecast. So has it panned out? Sort of, kind of, right? Okay, now on to temperatures for this morning. It is one of the coldest mornings we've seen in a little bit, as we're now down into the 20s in the Tri-Cities, so 29 in the Tri-Cities, 31s for Yakima and Ellensburg, 34 degrees in Walla Walla. Your hourly forecast for this Wednesday, actually a decent amount of sunshine for today, and at our warmest will be around 50, but I'm thinking most lower elevation locations probably going to stay put in the 50s, and then trending a little bit colder as we head into next week. I'll tell you just how cold coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 5:34, and we start this half hour of news with a fire watch. Of course, as you're hearing from Josh, 'tis the season for colder temperatures, but that also means more homes are cooking. They're more home cooking and an increased use of heaters, which can lead to a rise in home fires.
The Red Cross of Central and Southeastern Washington is reminding families just how crucial working smoke alarms can be. So the agency says home fires are the most common disaster they respond to, and many of them happen during the fall and winter months.
So their Sound the Alarm campaign, in partner with the Kennewick Fire Department, helps install free smoke alarms for families who need them.
They say that just having one working smoke alarm in the home can cut the risk of dying in a fire in half. When we go out and do the smoke alarm installs, we like to make sure that people have one in every bedroom, but even more importantly, each room that someone might fall asleep in.
And if you don't have working smoke alarms, or if you're unsure whether yours is up to date, you can contact the Red Cross to schedule a free installation.
They also say upcoming events like the annual Turkey Trot help fund these programs and prevent future tragedies.
5:35 and talking local living now, where in Benton County, they're not just unveiling a bigger dog shelter. Leaders say it represents a major shift in how the county plans to care for animals long term.
Yeah, Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen shows us how the new facility could change operations for years to come.
When the ribbon drops, county leaders say this is more than extra kennels and fresh paint. The expanded Benton County Canine Shelter is part of a long-term plan to modernize how the community cares for animals.
County gave us so much more space with kennels, which was much needed. You know, we had basically 10 spots for stray dogs, and that literally quadrupled with the new expansion.
The project adds room to better separate sick, stressed, and adoptable dogs, something the old facility couldn't do. Staff say the new layout improves safety, reduces stress, and helps more dogs find homes faster.
With the growing population of dogs right now in the county, it was just impossible to keep up, really, with all the dogs needing to come in. We have a wait list right now, which tomorrow we begin depleting that wait list.
The county says this expansion is one piece of a bigger strategy, including improved medical care, stronger rescue partnerships, and preparing for rising intake numbers.
This whole next year is going to be what I'm calling our year of learning, right? We're going to learn what it's going to take, how long things are going to take, and just all the hard work it's going to take and put into it.
And staff say this isn't the end of the story, but the start of a new era for animal care in Benton County.
We had to plan for what's going to come in years and years. The community only grows, and we kind of projected that. So yeah, opened up all the kennels that we possibly could. And
Castilla says there'll be up to 40 dogs very quickly. The new facility is now open an extra day a week on Saturdays. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And the county says the expansion is just the first step.
They hope the community will continue supporting the future projects to improve the lives of local animals.
And keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, second in the state, but he's aiming even higher. We're talking local sports and how a Hermiston standout is already building a championship future.
The CMA Awards. Live.
Tonight at 8 on Apple Valley News Now.
It's country music's biggest night.
The CMA Awards. Live. With the hottest performances to hit the stage. And one-of-a-kind collabs. The CMA Awards live tonight on ABC.
You know, there's no substitute for a hands-on experience. Over the years, I've probably turned and read every one of these pages. This may just look like a pile of papers waiting to be shredded, but to you and your loved ones, it represents a wealth of trusted experience.
This message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons,
Your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Black Friday is here at More Furniture. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. Up to 50% off store-wide on beautiful living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Free white glove delivery on your purchase of $9.99 or more. We'll bring it in, set it up, and take the hassle out of your holiday upgrade. Plus doorbuster deals you can't afford to miss. Hurry in for the very best selections before they're gone.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. If it's time for new outlets, lighting, or panel replacement, we do it all. Be sure your home's electrical system is safe and functioning properly with a safety inspection. Save now on any electrical repair. Call Vance to schedule your appointment or book online today.
You know, there's no substitute for hands-on experience. Over the years, I've probably turned and read every one of these pages. This may just look like a pile of papers waiting to be shredded, but to you and your loved ones, it represents a wealth of trusted experience.
This message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
It's country music's biggest night.
The CMA Awards live with the hottest performances to hit the stage and one-of-a-kind collabs. The CMA Awards live tonight on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County. It will be quite breezy up in the Cascades. Those gusts out of the south and east, anywhere between 25 to 30 miles per hour. But light winds in the Kittitas Valley, mostly sunny skies, will be in the mid-40s. And then in the Yakima Valley, mid to upper 40s. We're going to bounce between mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, also between mostly sunny to partly cloudy, highs around 50 degrees. For the Blue Foothills, it will also be in that mid 40s to low 50s range. I'm thinking probably mostly just sunshine for the Blue Foothills of Walla Walla and Umatilla counties at least, and then 40s and 50s for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. Okay, here's what's going to happen to our temperatures over the next 7 days. Well, we'll keep it cool over the next 7 days, highs staying in the 40s and 50s, but those overnight lows trending a little bit cooler for Monday and Tuesday nights, dropping down into the mid-20s. So let's show you what that'll look like in the Yakima Valley. Over the next 7 days, we're going to keep it pretty seasonal. Now, by Monday, you could round up. You could say we'll be about 5 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year, but then dropping back down into the mid-40s by Tuesday, and that's going to coincide with those overnight lows getting colder. So Monday night, 27, Tuesday night, 24, and if that trend continues, then Wednesday night and Thanksgiving night could be quite brisk out there. We'll see how it shakes out, but in the meantime, tracking some little shower chances for tonight into tomorrow morning. I'll time that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 5:42, talking sports this morning. A cross-country runner from Hermiston finished second in the Washington State Championships, and he is only a sophomore.
Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable is highlighting the speedy runner who's breaking records.
Leroy Lozano Mejia has always been running, and you'll typically find him at the front of the pack. In just his sophomore year of high school, he finished second in the Washington Cross Country State Championships.
I really wanted just a top 3, anything to impress coaches and just set a good standard for next year. And then placing second by just a second, I got triggered at it, but I'm still learning. Every race you learn, and I'm just happy with my performance, even though it wasn't fast.
Hermiston head coach Troy Blackburn first saw Leroy run when he was in elementary school, and he's grown a lot since then.
He broke our school record by 22 seconds, which is that's a lot to break our school record by.
It takes a strong body and mind to compete in long-distance running. Leroy turns to his faith before and during every race.
In the middle of the race, when I start aching, I'm hurting, or laboring, I really, like, I just think of in my head, I'm like, there's some people that can't even run, and I just think myself and thank the Lord, like, oh, I have a gift, you know? And I'm like, oh, come on, I could push this last mile, I could push these last steps.
A podium finish is a dream come true for most, but he already has his eyes on getting first place next season.
You know, in win or losses, he takes it and he's like, well, how can I improve? How can I get better? How can I beat these guys? And that's an awesome trait that he has. And that's why he just keeps running faster and faster, because he wants to win.
Named the Mid-Columbia Conference Runner of the Year, he still has 2 more years to add state champion to his resume. In Hermiston, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
And with the cross-country season now over, it's a quick 2-week break.
And then it's back to running to train for the track and field season.
And keep it here, because coming up next, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Josh is back with your full First Alert weather forecast. It's all on the other side of the break.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community, rich in tradition and pride. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, Steel can help make the holidays even easier. Check off more of your wish list when you get an extra battery with select Steel battery sets. Happy holidays from Steel.
Welcome to Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar in Kennewick, where every visit feels like a celebration of flavor, friendship, and Northwest hospitality.
As the executive chef, I actually get to work out front a lot, so I'm delivering food to the guests. I'm able to talk to them, and I personally enjoy working our grill and doing the steaks like our ribeyes and our fillets and really great cuts of meat. It's just nice to be able to create something and then see the customer, you know, try it and really enjoy it.
When I see new faces that I haven't seen before, I like going over and talking to them, just talking to them, making sure they have a good time.
Kitchen staff here has me so spoiled. It's hard for me to go out to eat anywhere else because they are fast and efficient, and I think the presentation is beautiful. I think that we have servers that really care about their job. I can see how much they care about their tables and their customers and making sure that everybody leaves happy.
The time you're here, spend with us, we're going to make you laugh, have a great time, and make you part of the family. A popular drink for sure is going to be the lemon drop, which comes in different flavors, such as huckleberry, strawberry, raspberry, or a classic. But my job in particular is to make sure the guests are happy and smile.
From handcrafted cocktails to chef-inspired dishes, every detail at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar is designed for one thing, making you feel right at home. Join us at Columbia Center Mall in Kennewick, where every day is a celebration of great food, great drinks, and great company.
1 in 3 Americans have pre-diabetes. Making simple lifestyle changes can help reverse it. Get tips at applevalleynewsnow.com. Diabetes Awareness Month, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
The CMA Award.
Tonight at 8 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. You see this spinning blue H right here. That's kind of cut off by the banner, but this is an area of high pressure, so that's why we're going to be dry for today. But then in a Wednesday night, so for tonight into tomorrow morning, see that cold front going to pass the region. That boundary is really going to fall apart as it crosses the area, but it could provide some rain and snow chances to the mountains, much smaller rain chances to lower elevations. Thursday, we're going to be stuck in between, and then Friday, rain and snow chances starting to pick up a little bit more for the Cascades, and that is ahead of a storm system that'll bring us some more active weather for Sunday and beyond. So now let's talk about that in more specific terms, okay? Tonight, tomorrow, small rain chances. I'll show you that with Futurecast Radar. We put this into motion. This is 8 p.m. this evening. Maybe starting to see a few very light showers for lower elevations around midnight. This is when we'll see more rain and snow up in the Cascades. 5 tomorrow morning. This is all really beginning to fall apart. And by lunchtime, I'm thinking we're going to be pretty dry out there. That's going to continue as we head into the afternoon. So you can track those precip chances yourself hour by hour for your specific home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, free in the App Store or on Google Play. Again, more active weather, at least for lower elevations for Sunday and Monday, but it's going to be some pretty small rain chances as things stand for right now. 10% chances in the Tri-Cities. I think in the Yakima Valley, it's like 10% for Sunday, 20% for Monday. So nothing to write home about. In a wettest stretch for the storm system across the entire area, Cascades included, it's going to be 4 p.m. on Friday to 4 in the morning on Tuesday. Around 1.5 inches of liquid water for the Cascades. The rest of us not getting much at all, even in the Blues. Snow level is going to start to drop down Sunday afternoon through early in the morning on Tuesday. Models are trending drier with this aspect of the forecast as well, so maybe a couple inches of snow for our mountain passes. It doesn't look like past travel is going to be impacted too heavily, but we'll keep a close eye on these. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small chance of rain tonight, tomorrow morning, and for Monday. In Yakima, maybe a light shower tonight, then the forecast stays dry up until Sunday and Monday. In Ellensburg, not much happening with the forecast through Friday, but then a run of 10 to 20% rain chances Saturday through Monday. For Hermiston, low potentials of light rainfall tonight into tomorrow morning. A little break for Friday and Saturday, the more showers possible Sunday and Monday. And finally for Walla Walla, a somewhat decent chance of rain tonight into tomorrow. Then the action picks back up starting on Sunday.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:50. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
And we start with the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Starting in Benton County, where the Major Crimes Unit is investigating the deaths of 40-year-old Jose Luis Barrera Carrasco and 39-year-old Annie Rubalcaba Barrera. Deputies say the two were in a relationship. They crashed in separate vehicles near Rothrock and Evans Road Saturday evening. After that crash, investigators say Annie suffered injuries consistent with being shot. Sheriff's Office classifying this case as a homicide followed by a suicide. A 6-year-old child was also inside her vehicle at the time this all happened. That child wasn't hurt. Officials are reminding anyone experiencing domestic violence to reach out for help as the investigation continues.
Kennewick police are investigating a car and motorcycle crash at 10th and Johnson, which left one person seriously injured. This happened around noon yesterday. Debris was all across the intersection, and it forced the shutdown of westbound 10th Avenue for about an hour. Police are still working to determine what exactly caused the crash.
In Pasco, City Council voted 4-2 to stop adding fluoride to the city's water supply, ending a process that's been in place for more than 25 years. The decision comes after months of public discussion and a city survey showing residents were split nearly 50-50. Supporters say fluoride protects kids' teeth. Opponents want more control over what's in their water. City says fluoride removal will begin in the coming months.
Pasco City Council has created a transportation benefit district. This is a resource that could help fund future road and transportation projects. Council members say this would be financed either through a $20 car tab fee or a 0.1% sales tax. While most council members say they favor the sales tax, they also want voters to make the final decision next year. All this comes as the city faces a budget shortfall, and council members will revisit the funding proposal as Pasco continues its 2026 budget discussions.
And Allegiant Air is rolling out 30 new nonstop routes nationwide, including a new twice-weekly flight from the Tri-Cities to Santa Ana, California. Airline says it's focused on giving small and mid-sized cities more direct access to popular destinations. The new service begins February 12th with flights on Thursdays and Sundays, fares starting at $59. Allegiant says more new routes may be added as the demand grows.
In your national headlines this morning, yesterday the House overwhelmingly passed a bipartisan bill to compel the Justice Department to release all of its case files tied to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The chamber's action represents a dramatic turnaround after months of GOP infighting. The measure advanced on a 427-1 vote. Republican Congressman Clay Higgins of Louisiana was the only member to oppose it. Later that day, the Senate, by unanimous consent, agreed to pass the bill as soon as it was received in its chamber. Senate Majority Leader John Thune said that's expected to happen this morning before moving to President Donald Trump's desk. And in a stark reversal of his position, Trump has said he'll sign the bill if Congress passes it.
In your business headlines at 5:53, a decision has been made in the ongoing antitrust case against Meta, parent company that owns Facebook. Just yesterday, a federal judge ruled that Meta is not an illegal social networking monopoly. Judgment comes after the Federal Trade Commission sued the company in 2020. FTC accusing Meta of violating antitrust laws through years of anti-competitive conduct. Suit claimed the company did so by acquiring would-be rival sites Instagram and WhatsApp to avoid competition.
In your health headlines now, an international group of health experts is taking aim at the food business. 43 of them published a scathing report on what they call ultra-processed foods. This Tuesday in the medical journal, The Lancet, it claims those foods contribute to obesity, chronic health conditions, and premature death. The authors also blame food producers for putting profits ahead of health.
In your sports headlines at 5:54, the Seattle Kraken coming up short on the road last night, falling 4-2 to the Detroit Red Wings after a tight matchup. Seattle opening strong, striking first on a power play to take a 1-0 lead into the break, but momentum shifting in the second period. Detroit controlling the pace, capitalizing on a pair of quick goals to move in front. Kraken did manage to answer and tie things up, but Detroit regaining the lead on another power play late in the period. In the third, Seattle pushing hard for the equalizer, generating pressure through the final minutes, but with the net empty in the closing seconds, Detroit sealing the game with one final goal. Kraken back on the ice tomorrow when they face the Chicago Blackhawks.
Trending now this morning, just ahead of Thanksgiving, Heinz is out with the new condiment inspired by the beloved 90s sitcom Friends.
The one with Ross's sandwich from season 5, featuring an after Thanksgiving sandwich dubbed the Moist Maker. Made with leftovers, Heinz limited edition leftover gravy, and it's paying tribute to the sandwich.
The company says it's made with real turkey broth. Heinz leftover gravy sauce is available now, but it's not for sale individually.
It's only available online through Walmart to those who buy the Heinz home-style turkey gravy for $1.88. And the leftover gravy kit comes with the recipe for what Heinz calls the ultimate Thanksgiving leftovers sandwich.
That's probably one of my favorite parts of Thanksgiving is the
gravy.
No, the leftover sandwich.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
leftover
turkey
food.
and cranberry and cream cheese.
I love gravy,
sandwich.
but I don't know.
I don't know if I like squeezable gravy.
I'm not with that gravy, no.
I think of the scene from Christmas Story where the narrator goes, turkey a la king, turkey soup, turkey stew, turkey sandwiches. It's very versatile.
It's
a lot of
versatile-
range.
Yeah, exactly. But no, squeezable gravy. I don't know.
And it says it's specifically called leftover gravy, so it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's like old gravy.
It's like
not like young gravy,
Not, like
not that
fresh
guy.
gravy, not that fresh
Yeah.
gravy. No, interesting. Okay, well, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up at 6, a major change coming to Bateman Island. The causeway finally coming down. Coming up, we'll explain why the project has taken years and what it means for salmon recovery.
And Pasco is already in winter mode. We'll talk about how crews are preparing to keep roadways clear well before the start of winter. And speaking of winter, we're getting winter weather, Josh, aren't we?
Not for lower elevations. It's definitely going to feel colder as we head into
Feels like
next
winter
week.
to me.
A little bit of snow is possible for our mountain passes as we head into this weekend, the beginning of next week. I'll talk about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.